Okay, I have one more question. So, do you think animals and humans are worth the same? Or do you think animals are worth
No,
more?
I value humans more than animals, just like I value myself more than you. Doesn't mean I'm going to unalive and eat you just because I don't value you. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but so you said um
Sir,
oh,
can you
oh,
actually speak? You're speaking so slowly. It's making me tired. Can you actually speak quickly, my dear boy, and pay attention?
I mean, you have no like.
Sir, you're speaking slowly. What do you have to say? Okay.
Do you have like a 1 second attention span? Like, is that possible?
You just clearly have not listened to a single word I said. Guys, double tap the screen. Let's get some more people in here. If you actually want to have a proper debate instead of just waffling, then do join through the guest request. Also, feel free to subscribe. That helps go a long way. And check out the YouTube for all my other debates. These are the topics at hand. Please have an actual argument. Hey, what do you want to debate?
Vegan.
Why aren't you vegan?
I just wanted to go off what the last guy said. How is it torturing an animal by getting their milk or their eggs?
Okay, so basically, cows are great. In order to get milk, you have to forcibly impregnate them so that they lactate and that they produce milk without their consent, of course.
That's
And it
just
can be.
normal.
Hold on 1 second, my dear boy. Don't interrupt. Learn to listen. So again, you have to
All
forcibly
right.
impregnate them so they lactate. Just listen. Let me mute you because you're making noise and it's frustrating. So again, you have to forcibly impregnate these innocent cows so they produce more milk and then you consume them. That is immoral and it's painful for the cows and it is not correct at all. This is innocent beings we're talking about. So again, would you like to justify that or are you going to keep going on and on? Thank you so much, James, for the ice creams.
Yeah. How is it like? It's like what a cow's supposed to do, though. It's supposed to produce milk.
Are
So
you paying attention, my dear boy? I just told you that that's not the case. You're assigning that to them. That's like saying, "Hey, slaves, they're meant to work. That's what we did. We had. That's the purpose. We bred the humans to be slaves. That was their purpose. It's immoral and it's not okay." You're assigning that to them. That's
yeah,
not their case.
this is what they're supposed to do.
Pardon?
That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to give milk, just like
Did you
hens are supposed to lay eggs for people to eat.
did you actually address what I said? I see you're having trouble focusing. Let me repeat it one more
You
time.
just know that you're wrong.
Shh, shh, shh.
You just know that you're wrong.
I just said to you that these innocent animals, you're assigning that to them. That's like assigning to me, hey, you're a slave. That's your job. No, you're assigning that. That is not the case. They are innocent beings who want to live without being unalive and eaten with their body eaten. Why? They don't consent to you touching their body. So why do you do it? That
I'm
is the
not killing it. I'm just eating what it produces. I'm not killing it.
So how do you think you get to eating what they produce? Do you eat them whilst they're alive?
Yeah, when I get their milk, they're still alive. When I get a
Yeah, now
hen's
you're
eggs,
lying.
they're still alive.
Now you're lying. 1 second, my dear boy. Now you're lying. I'm going to need you to be honest because I see you're intellectually struggling in this debate. So I'm helping you out. Number one, you're paying people to do it. So you're technically actually still, in a sense, indirectly unaliving them. That's what you're not understanding. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's unjustified to unalive an. So you're paying for the exploitation of innocent cows who are forcibly impregnated to produce the milk that you eat. So you are essentially paying for that exploitation. So it still counts.
I don't know if I stand with you.
Sir,
No,
you can say as much
I
as you
think you
want.
need
I don't know
I think
if
you
I
need a
stand
big
with you.
slab of meat.
Sir,
That's what you need.
listen, stop being frustrating. Your brain's processing slowly, so I'm helping you out.
All right.
The point is this, is that you are doing immoral things by consuming innocent animals that don't consent to it. That is it. Guys, double tap the screen. Feel free to subscribe. It helps go a long way. Double tap the screen. And if you want to join, these are the debate topics. Join through the guest request below. Make sure you're 18 and above and make sure you disagree with any of these prompts above. Go and check out my YouTube for my other debates. It's truly ridiculous how you guys come here with no evidence and just silly arguments that you repeat over and over again. It's ridiculous. Hey, what you want to debate? You say live is jammed. Hey, what you want to debate?
God is real.
You believe in God?
Uh-huh.
Where's your evidence?
The Bible.
So you can't use the Bible to prove the Bible. That's what we call circular reasoning. So again, I'll ask you for the second time, where is your evidence?
The Bible. Where's your
Sir,
God isn't proof that God isn't real?
are you paying attention, my dear boy? I just said to you that you can't use the
Where's your proof that God isn't real?
Listen, just listen. Hold on one second, my dear boy. Just listen. You can't use the Bible to prove the Bible. That's circular reasoning. That makes zero sense. If I write the earth is flat in a book, it doesn't make it true because it's written in a book. So again, I'll ask you again, if you're paying attention and listening, where is your evidence?
So do you believe in history books then?
Pardon?
Do you believe in history books then?
Do I believe in history books? But history books aren't a belief system. History books are documents that are written by
So is the Bible.
historians. Learn the
So is the
difference.
Bible.
Oh,
So is the Bible.
just listen. Just listen. If you're paying attention, you'd realize that historians, they have verifiable facts that we know because they're peer-reviewed, they're written, and they're attested by other historians and scholars.
Same thing
Your
with the
Bible,
Bible.
again, contains a lot of myths and
That's where that
unverifiable
testimony is.
claims. Sir, stop interrupting. Stop interrupting. Listen, your Bible contains a lot of verifiable claims. They cannot be verified. That's what you're not understanding. So are you going to provide evidence, or am I going to have to put the dog back in the pen? All right. Looks like he's going to have to go. All right. If you want to join through the guest request below. These are the debate topics. And also feel free to subscribe. It helps go a long way in supporting
Hello.
Hey, would you want to... How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
Just turned 15.
Well, unfortunately, you're too young. Goodbye. Go watch Barney. Go watch Cocomelon, my dear boy. Thank you so much for the heart, Sarah. Thank you so much. Hey, what you want to debate?
Hello.
What do you want to debate? Thank you for the
Yes.
rose.
You mentioned that we shouldn't drink milk and all that.
Sir, instead of drinking milk, I'm going to need you to go and drink some water because your voice is very raspy. So can you actually speak with some actual, sense, please?
Well, with civilization.
How old are you? How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Okay. Can we get someone who hasn't drank water, who's drank water in the past week, and someone who can actually debate with some actual arguments? Also, feel free to subscribe to the TikTok. It helps go a long way, and it helps keep the channel going. If you disagree with any sponsor join the guest quest, make sure you're 18 or over.
Hey,
What do you want to debate?
God is real.
You believe in God?
Yeah,
Where's your evidence?
because he's everywhere. He's real.
I don't see him. Can you explain how he's everywhere?
You're God. I'm God. We're all God. He's real.
You think I'm God? What do you define as God?
Everything.
Okay, in that case, he's real. We have no point of contention. If you're defining it as that, then that's the case. But a lot of people don't define him as that. So it is what it is. Hey, what do you want to debate? If I define this water bottle as God, then God is real. Sure. What do you want to debate?
Hello.
How old are you?
Like very old.
Go watch Cocomelon. Go watch Barney. What do you want to debate? Oh, look at them running away. Damn, you'd think with the Lord on their side, they would not be running like this. Truly ridiculous. God damn it. All right. Hey, what do you want to debate?
Basically about veganism.
Why aren't you vegan?
Cause last night I ate bull testicle.
Most mature believer in religion. That's the most mature argument we've had. Hey, what do you want to debate?
Hiya, I don't really want to debate anything. I had a quick question.
If I want to debate, then there's no reason.
Quick question, if that's all right.
What?
What's your alternative to, I'm not vegan by choice, it's just by direct.
He's probably going to ask, what's your alternative to meat? Well, we have tofu, beans, pasta, seitan. We have plenty of plant-based foods. And if you actually weren't lazy and you actually tried to look for them, I'm sure you could find some. But unfortunately, you're so lazy that you don't even want to try. It's ridiculous.
Hey.
How old are you? Oh my goodness.
Why do you ask her anyways?
Go watch Barney. Goodness me. If you're under the age of 18, don't join the guest request. Get out, please. Goodness gracious. It's not difficult. Don't join the guest request. Hey, what do you want to debate? In fact, how old are you?
I'm 18 and I can prove that. I can tell you my birthday right now.
Okay, when's your birthday?
28th of December 2005.
Okay, all right. What do you want to debate?
Veganism. So why should I go vegan? Why do you believe I should go vegan?
Because you don't want to hurt innocent animals that are being unalived in terrible ways. You want to save your health, save lived in terrible ways. You want to save your health, save the lived in terrible ways. You want to save your health, save the you actually were lazy instead of just if you actually weren't lazy and actually tried. Well, hold on one second. Just listen. You'd actually know that you can find plenty of proteins in tofu, beans, pasta, lentils, seitan. And if you actually looked around, you can find plenty of protein. And even in the case where you had to take supplements, that's far better than hurting innocent animals. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
then. Right. So you have no point. Goodbye. Get the boy up out of here. Goodness gracious. Hey, what do you want to debate? Guys, double tap the screen, everyone. Everyone double tap the screen. If you want to come in, double tap the screen. Hey, what do you want to debate?
Hello. I'd like to debate that God's real.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay. Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, can I ask you?
No, don't answer the question with a question. Why do you believe in God when there's no evidence?
Well, I believe that the Bible is the evidence.
Well, let me introduce you to something called circular reasoning. Yes, you can't use the Bible to prove the Bible. That's called circular reasoning. You're saying it's true because it's written in the Bible. Because it's written in the Bible, it's true. You're going around in circles, young lady. Thank you so much for the gift, Tumold. And what's more than that is that if I write the earth is flat in a book, then guess what? That doesn't make it true. There's no evidence. So I'm going to need you to
religion is based on faith, really.
Exactly, that's the issue. You know, all the flat earthers, they also have something called faith as well. It's not very useful at all.
Okay, just because it's based on faith doesn't mean that God is imaginary. You don't know that for sure. You're not certain, so you can't make that as an argument.
Just listen, you're right in the fact that just because it's based on faith doesn't mean I know for sure it's imaginary. I have arguments as to why it's B, but that also means that you haven't proven it's real, meaning that you have no evidence, meaning you just have poor arguments. Thank you so much for the gift, Motorbite. So do you have any evidence that proves it?
Do you have any evidence that disproves it?
Again, I don't need to prove the negative. You're making the claim he exists, so you need to provide the evidence. If I say Santa Claus exists and you ask me for evidence, I say, can you prove he doesn't exist? That doesn't work. So for the third time, man, can you give me evidence?
Let me think.
Okay, well, you go and think, have a long, hard think about why you believe what you believe, and then come back when you have some evidence, okay? All right, let's get someone else in here. Hey, would you want to debate?
Let's go with the vegan one. I know you've done that a lot.
Why aren't you vegan?
I don't think there's a justification to go vegan over eating meat.
Okay, let's think about it. Not unaliving and slaughtering innocent animals for absolutely no reason whatsoever, being more healthy and not putting yourself at risk of being unalived by cancer, diabetes, living longer, being more healthy. Let's see. Saving the environment, since 70% of crops are used to feed animals, saving the environment. Are you telling me these are not good reasons, or are you just being foolish?
Well, it's great that these are all reasons that you value, but they're not what I value, right? So it doesn't really make any sense.
That's the issue with individuals like you. Let me help you out. You seem to have trouble focusing. So you don't want to save the environment. You don't want to save yourself. You don't want to save innocent animals. You're just like, it seems like your brain's not processing correctly. Why would you not want to do those things?
Save innocent animals, like save the environment, save yourself. You're just begging the question. You'd have to prove the position of all of these. So
ethical argument. Do you know what ethics are? Or do you need me to educate you? Pardon?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you know what ethics are, you know that this is an ethical argument. So it's an internal critique on what you believe. So do you believe?
What do I believe, right?
So why do you think it's okay to abuse innocent animals?
I'd say abuse is the wrong term, but because I value humans the most. So just let me finish, bro.
Hold on 1 second, my dear boy. Hold on 1 second, my dear boy. Pay attention. Abuse is exactly what's happening. These animals are being put in gas chambers. Like, do you think it's okay to put living beings in gas chambers just for
Okay,
the
fine.
fun?
Let me just grant what you're saying. Say it is abuse. That's not what I value, bro. It's what you value. Do you see the problem here?
It's not what I value. What's the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that makes okay to do it to animals but not humans?
Metaphysical experience in a human category.
Okay, you see, you don't even understand. Boy, just listen. Can you actually tell me the morally relevant difference between humans and animals that makes it okay to do it to humans but not animals?
That makes it okay to do it to humans and not animals. Don't you mean the other way?
Not humans, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I just told you I value humans and metaphysical experience. I just told you that.
Sir, let me help you out because you seem to have trouble focusing. The morally relevant trait that makes it okay to do it to non-human animals but not humans.
I just told you metaphysical experience. I just said that 3 times, bro.
You know what metaphysical means? Can you define it for me?
Well, yeah, it's a very hard thing to define, but it would be an entailment of. Okay.
It's not difficult to define. It really is. A metaphysical describes something outside the realm of the physical, and so that's literally impossible. That's a contradiction. You don't even understand what you're saying. So, yeah, you have no
So
argument.
metaphysics doesn't exist. Is that what you're saying?
See, and this is how I know you're being dishonest and you're intellectually.
Just answer the question, bro. You're terrified right now. You're terrified right now.
Close your lips so I can respond to what you're saying. Because you're being verbose, but you're not actually listening.
Just answer the question.
Shh. Just listen. Number one, you don't even make sense yourself. You just said, does metaphysics exist? That question is truly a foolish question because you realize that I didn't say that metaphysics doesn't exist as a concept, but you can't think in the metaphysical because that's outside the physical and we are operating in the natural world. So again, you make no sense and you have no justification for what you're doing, but you're still trying to come at me with silly arguments.
So it doesn't exist, but it does exist. Okay, got you, bro. Does the apple that I'm imagining in my head, does that exist?
Sir, only in your head as neurons. It doesn't exist as a physical apple. It's neurons. It's in the concept. You know what a concept is?
Sure, but
Exactly.
I'm seeing an apple in my head. Yeah, that's not physical, right?
You're not even trying to engage rationally. I've already explained this to you. You're being dishonest. And I just don't have time for that. Guys, double tap the screen if you want to join in. Do press guest request. These are the debate topics. Make sure you're 18 and over. Feel free to subscribe. It helps go a long way. And you automatically get 5 minutes without being kicked. Hey, would you want to debate?
Veganism.
Why aren't you vegan?
Because I'm not a universalist. I'm a particularist.
What does that have to do with anything being a universalist rather than particularist? Can you define those terms for me on what they mean to you?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, a universalist is someone who prescribes to some sort of moral or ethical code, like utilitarianism.
Okay, and a particularist?
Yeah, they're someone who prescribes themselves to their own particular subjective value of things, their own preferences.
So, subjective and objective morality. Okay, so again, this is an ethical argument. It is subjective. I agree with you. So why do you want to hurt innocent animals without their consent? Can you answer that for me?
Because I prefer to eat meat.
Okay, so would you do that to a human being, unalive them and eat them because you prefer to eat humans?
No, you're gonna ask me the name of the trait argument now. I can tell you what the trait.
You're on point, my dear boy. Can you name the trait that makes okay
Yes,
to do
the
it?
trait is my subjective, particular preference towards them, or towards whether or not the idea of them being killed.
Okay,
That's
so
the trait.
would you be fine with it happening to dogs and cats, unaliving them and eating them?
Yeah, some dogs, some cats.
Why some? Why not others?
Because if I have a subjective preference towards that dog or cat, that's obviously going to put them on some different level of morality.
So you're discriminating based on genes, right?
No, not genes. Based on their presence in my life, based on my feelings towards them.
Hold on one second, my dear boy.
I'm straw man. Get right what I'm saying. I'm trying
I'm not giving you a straw man. I'm giving you a still man. I'm absolutely representing your argument. So just listen. Again, just calm down and listen. You're intellectually struggling. I just asked you what's the relevant difference, and it is genes. If that's the case, the difference between us and them is genes. So why do you discriminate based on the genes of a living being that makes one okay to unalive and put in gas chambers, but not another one?